Greetings, distinguished faculty members and jury members. I am Meet Gohil from CU Evening 4th year. Our group is 4S2. Our project is Itransit. The other members of the group are Prashant Gurdani, Vasil Gujarati, Mansi Khalasi, and Jasmine Thumma. Our project is Itransit. Our guide is Professor Rakesh Patel. We'll be discussing about the aim of our project. As we know, public transport is a crucial part of urban population, and there are many anomalies lying within the system that restrict either the comfort we can get from a personal vehicle or the better usability in terms of resource optimization, which would be better for the sake of public transport and its users. So the main problem we try to identify and address by the means of this project a ticket fraud done by the conductor, that is not issuing a ticket in exchange for less amount of money, which leads to the loss of for the respective organization. And the second is congestion. As we know, the public transport are usually very congested, and for this aim we are trying to develop a solution. The next is lack of life status for the transit in terms of expected time of arrival or the occupancy. So first thing we'll be discussing is our iTransit app, that is user side app. So this is our registration page. The and this is our login page. The user is logging in over here with his ID and password, and the user, as you can see over here, the ID password, and we're using Firebase over here for login and sign up for the user. This is the interface of our app, our homepage. This is the favorite section and notifications. The user is generating a ticket, so as a railway station as the source, and delegate as the destination. There are following buses available. Now the user is registered this bus as a favorite by clicking on the star over here. What we do by putting it in the favorites is whenever the bus is arriving, we get a notification for the same, and we can remove the given bus from our list as well. Now we'll be generating the ticket, as you can see, from the railway station terminal to delegate. With bus number 126, the QR code is generated over here. The same is pushed into the database, that is Firebase. For in our collection, that is online ticket purchase, for the document of today's date and the time, date and the bus number, a ticket is generated, and it is this is the data over here. Next we'll be discussing the live location. When the user is standing at the bus stop and he wants to know where the bus is, the user selects the bus after is choosing his source and destination. And if he wants to select a bus, we'll be selecting over here. We're also doing the live counter for the same, as you can see over here, the passenger count. This passenger count is from our people counting module that we will be discussing further. And the location from the conductor app is gained, and the using the Google Maps API we are finding the distance between the same, as you can see over here. Now we will be discussing people counting module. Before the same, I would like to show some thing that this is what we are assuming over here. with QR. The bus is at the bus stop, and with the use of QR code, what we are doing is scanning the current place where the bus is. What is the station? So this QR is for railway station terminal. It gets the data that this is a railway station terminal. As you can see over here, the in and out is counted over here, and now I would be changing the QR code. So, this is the next QR for the 7 days school college. As you can see over here, the people counting is shown over here. And this data is being pushed directly into the Firestore, which will be aiding our other modules. Coming on to the next part, that is scanning. The scanning app is another app that is for conductor, that is different from a user app. The user logs in with his credentials, and one conductor's credential is for a given bus. This is the interface of our uh, conductor app. The QR, if someone has not generated any ticket, then his ticket would be generated using this. And this map is for live location that we discussed ahead. This transmits the current location of the bus. Now scanning the ticket, the QR scanner will be scanning the ticket that is placed over here on the left side of the screen. This ticket is being scanned, and as we can see, the ticket is scanned and the data is uh, being fetched from the same, and this data is then uh, pushed directly into the scanning part of the Firebase, that is online ticket scanning for the given date and the bus. The data is being pushed into the Firebase. This scanning data will need our next part, that is verification. This is for our admin panel. For a given date, uh, and selected bus, and the selected number of trip, that is the first trip of the day, and for a given station, what we are doing is we are getting the total number of tickets that are uh, generated for the bus, that is 35. The number of people that are counted using our people counting module and using camera, and this is the current station, that is for the railway station terminal. The six tickets were uh, only 5 tickets were scanned by the conductor, and 6 tickets were actually 6 people have actually entered. So over here we can identify the fraud. Coming on to our final module, that is analysis. So given that whatever the data we have collected uh, at the moment is correct, because we are using people counting and to verify the same, and for a given bus in a month, what we are trying to do is time based analysis and station based analysis, what we would like to do. So for, let's say, time based, if you want a day wise analysis for given day, we would be entering the bus number, and for the given bus number we are getting what is the count for the given bus on this date and at the time. As you can see, the graph has been plotted. This data would be used by us for our last part, that is dynamic scheduling. Now this is month-wise analysis for, that we can see over here that it's when it is mostly used. Now we would be doing the next phase, that is station-wise analysis. As we can see, number of people at the station, and with the use of that data, what we have generated, what is the number of required bus, or we can say dynamic scheduling. So using this data, this is the number of people at this date and time. So for that, how many number of buses are required? So this data is generated through our analysis, that see, 0 indicates that no new buses to be uh, placed, and 1 indicates with the existing buses we have to put 8 in one more bus. Thank you.